Tonight, from Lumen Field in Seattle, it's Thursday Night Football on EA Sports.
Set to go now on a wet and rainy night. And off we go from Seattle. Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now here's Trey Lance leading this 49er offense onto the field. Some very big expectations.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Remember, these two teams met earlier in the year in Santa Clara with the Niners coming out on top. So a win here in Seattle, tough as that may be, would give them the season sweep.
Here we go. Set. 33. Yellow. Ready.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Looking for Danny Gray that time, but it's going to be second down.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
Now former 6th-round pick, it's Elijah Mitchell. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Throwing now is Lance. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, it's football 101 because when you come in as the favorite team, you obviously don't want to hand any kind of advantage to an opponent ready for an upset. Now, you'll be lucky to only be down 3-zip the next time you get the ball back because you've just handed them a dose of confidence to start this game.
Get a look at this Seahawk offense as they come out there, and the quarterback brought in as part of that big offseason trade, now in his 4th NFL season, Drew Lock.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The numbers on the ground for Walker a week ago. 14 carries, 63 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
On play action, Lock. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct? I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? What's that? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Well, you hate that defensively. They had him pretty well corralled, but the face mask, that obviously changes things.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating because you feel like you did everything right. You had him stop, but the hand gets up just a little too high, and the natural inclination is to hold on, and that's going to get called every time.
Trying the left side with Walker. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Walker once more. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Kenneth Walker, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, here's Mitchell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down. Here's Lance to throw it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Poona Ford, the one to get to him and drop him.
Now, you've been around me a long time now. You know on 2nd and inches, I love it when teams are aggressive and take a shot, but we just saw the downside to being that aggressive, didn't we? Now
you've given up on a pretty likely first down if they had run the football, and they need to come up with something here on 3rd. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Now Lance. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Lance now to throw. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on third down.
On first down, they go back to Mitchell. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun now for Lance. His pass caught at the 4. That'll give him 8 that time. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt.
Brad, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Hunt. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that play's not going to go in their highlight reel at the end of the season, but the only benefit to the offense, maybe a little more space if they want to throw the football now after taking that loss.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. 3rd and goal. Being chased out left. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get a couple of yards on that one. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Fourth down field goal try coming, so Lance is off, and on comes Robbie Gould. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by Gould is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a conservative decision there, but it does put him on the board.
And I know the players hate it, the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to lead.
Penny hit, and the ball is jarred free. And this is going to be 49er football. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close. And it's not something they even imagine, because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. From the gun, it's Locke. This is the tight end fan. An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening. The offense is on his toes and punching, and there was another first down run right there.
They fake the handoff, now Locke. Throw left side complete. That's Walker. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that will bring up second down. The Seahawks at 2-11 now on the year, and they come in just an absolute free fall. Losers now, Charles, of 7 in a row.
And I think this is where, in a locker room, a lot of the team looks to their best players and even silently asks for them to guide them out of this. You know, we've got to be better than what we've shown. We need you to lead us.
On second down, it's Walker. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
'49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Locke working out of the gun. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again, but I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
Here we go. Here we go. Yellow, 22.
Lance now on 1st down. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. They'll give to Hunt here on the option. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And now looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jackson. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Here's Lance. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Lance looking to throw it over the middle, and he's got Gray. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The 330-pounder Al Woods brings the boom on the sack. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Hunt will try going up the middle. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. 4th down field goal try coming, so Lance is off, and on comes Robbie Gould. He hit his first, this one from 38. The kick by Gould is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And partner, let me make a quick pivot here. Season winding down. They're number 32 in offense this year. The last in the league. Where do they go?
Anywhere and everywhere, but they have to do it with a plan. And I think about Atlanta a bunch of years ago. They decided they wanted to get what they thought was going to be a franchise quarterback, and indeed he is, Matt Ryan. But they had to supplement it. They went free agency, got a running back, came back and traded back into the first round in the same draft to get a left tackle to protect him, really supplemented that pick, complemented that pick, and went to the playoffs the very next year.
Well, maybe they can use that and carbon copy it. Javon Kinlaw in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
A lot of ground to cover here for Locke and the Seahawks. 3rd and long after that sack. Back to throw. Locke. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap to Locke. And that'll be incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Locke to throw. This is Fant on the short completion. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Locke. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. So offensively on this drive, 2 of 2 on 3rd downs, and now they face a 3rd and inches. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Locke now on 1st down. Dumps that off to Penny as running back. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. To throw again on 2nd down. Locke. They'll get this out wide to Penny. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. They set up the screen to Penny. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing again on 2nd down. Locke. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Locke to throw on 3rd and 1. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Into the red zone, it's Locke. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Throwing now is Locke. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Dwayne Eskridge as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 8. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
From the 36, Lance. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Third quarter begins with a run by Walker. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Locke going to throw. And trying for Washington, but the pass intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Ready.
The drive will start with an option going left. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh, my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Throwing on first down is Lance. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And Lance again going to keep it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. To throw, it's Lance. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. On the counter, Hunt, and he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Well, this red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's 3rd down.
Feeling the
pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Al Woods, his second sack of the night.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Fourth down field goal try coming, so Lance is off, and on comes Robbie Gould. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through, and that'll get the lead down to 5. Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Locke targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the 1st. They get him to the ground at the 37. Decent gain on the scramble is 6, but now it's 4th.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Now the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag, punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And he'll be out right at the 35. 51 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
Back to Walker on first down. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Walker with another carry. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Lock's going to throw. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll toss this out right to Walker. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
So a nightmare start to the drive as they're already staring at 2nd and long. Block now to throw. And he fends him off. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Lock. He'll find Metcalf. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 26. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Lock now on first down. He'll spot Eskridge open left side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Straight ahead, Walker. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Here's Walker. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Play action. Now it's Lock. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Will Dissly, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Point after, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Fields it right around the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And the 49ers settling in for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. The Lance going to throw. And hauled in by Croft. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. Throwing now is Lance. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, just add that to the list of great moments for this defense today. They've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. Lance going back to the air after the pick 6. That'll be complete to Sermon. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Lance now on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. That's Hunt. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Looking to throw again on second down. Lance, another completion here to Hunt. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. Flush to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Alton Robinson able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Now Lance. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Flying in to pick up that sack, Jordan Brooks.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
High throw, but he makes the catch. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Toss left side for Walker. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 9. And he's got this down to the 35. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Up the middle, here's Walker. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 81 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They look to throw. It's Locke. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. To throw it is Locke. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Here's Locke. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Seahawks look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 23. A 10-play drive that time. And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The 49ers offense now. They work their way back onto the field. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 18 yards, 1st down Niners. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
On 1st down, Lance. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. On the delay, here's Hunt. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit out of the backfield. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here we go. Set. Black. 95.
Giving to the big tight end on fourth. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 2nd down at 4. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Lock. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Well, this was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
And so much fun when you're able to have everyone contribute both sides of the ball. You go back in the locker room and you just savor it, right? Because that's what football's all about. A true team game, and they got it done in this one.
So for the Seahawks, it's just their 3rd win on the campaign as they move to 3-11 on the year. And now they'll